Right, as you know from the last video, the old van went to the short wheelbase, someone bought it, and we've bought this new one. It's a fully automatic, and we're going to go through a list of videos. Obviously we took the bulkhead out, first thing you always do, just to open the van up, and now we're going to show you how we fitted the windows. So, as you can see, Van Diemen have sent us some windows. Well wrapped. I'll get these out and get them fitted. Basically what we've got to do is we'll drill holes. We'll cut all the way around this seam here. Obviously we need to cut these struts out. Follow it all the way around. Cut through there. And then the window will fit on from the outside. Obviously we need the fitting kit, we've got to seal it and prepare the area and what have you. Let's get them out and get them fitted. Right, so we've got the window out of the box and we've just run a tape measure across it just to check that it's the same size as the panel. Because it won't be the first time that someone's sent something out wrong. And the last thing you want is a whacking great hole in your van and then you found out that that glass doesn't actually fit in the hole, so you can't secure it overnight. Alright, let's get some holes drilled in the van, get it cut out, get it fitted. So the windows come with a fitting kit. Obviously we've got some trim to go around the opening, because we've got a rough metal edge. Some fitting instructions. I've done a few of these before, so I'll just be glancing at them just to make sure nothing's changed since the last one I did. Some gloves, because once you get that stuff on your hands it's not coming off, but if you see the state of my hands, they're wrecked anyway. I've got alcohol wipes to make sure everything's clean. I've got the actual adhesive, what we're going to stick the window on with. One for each window. Another alcohol wipe. And then I've got some metal primer. And I've got these little drumstick brush type things for putting it on. Because the last thing you want, if you're cutting out of your van, you're going to leave an exposed metal edge, so you need to take this, go round it with the primer and just make sure it's all sealed just to stop any rusting. If you've not fitted any of these windows before, there are loads of videos on YouTube, and there's going to be another one when I finish this because I'm going to put one on obviously. Check them out first, make sure you're comfortable, because you're going to drill holes in the side of your van here all the way around, cut through, whether you're going to use a jigsaw, a reciprocating saw, if you've got a nibbler even better, or an angle grinder. It can be a bit daunting that you're going to take your expensive van and you're going to drill holes in it basically. So just check first, make sure you're comfortable with doing it. Right, so I've taken a bit of plywood, anything with a straight edge, put it in up against there, run a pencil down it to leave a pencil line, and then you can get a grinder and you can just nip across them like so. Don't cut all the way through the panel, just cut through the actual bases themselves. Make sure you're all the way through this strut, but not through the actual panel yet. We can do that in a bit. Get a prying tool and just pry them struts off. There you go, should come off like that. A little tip, if you're planning on doing a van, buy one of these. For pulling clips out and for panel clips and things like that, it's amazing. It's a cheap tool and it's well worth buying, because you'll be surprised at the places that you'll use it. Now you need to drill some holes through. and then we can get a recip saw, go around this edge, and that'll be the hole. Right, got me 4 holes each corner. I've basically got to cut around the seam now, join the holes up, and not to let this piece fall out and scrape the van. Just going to put a bit of tape across that bottom edge there, because that edge is going to be seen when we've done the van, so we don't want any burn marks on it off hot shards of metal. You're going to use a recip saw, make sure you got some new blades. If you're going to use a jigsaw, you will have to cut it from the outside, because you've got a flat bed on them. Jigsaw have completely flat bed, and you won't get in here, so you'll have to do it from the outside. And you will need to mask up all the way around the outside, because you don't want to scratch it with the bed of this saw. I always use one of these, and then I can do it from the inside, and I can follow the seam perfectly. There you go. You see why I say you're probably off better with 2 people. But you can do it with 1 person. And there's your hole. And there's your piece of metal. All you need to do now is just neaten up anywhere where you've just gone slightly off the lines. And then we can start prepping for get the window in. Try not to use the grinder too much, because it will heat the paint up and maybe burn it off, which you don't want. Right, one thing I advise you to do is where the 2 seams are of the van, the 2 skins, so you just get a set of grips and just press them together like so. It's just so when your trim goes on in the end, it goes over both skins and not over one, and you can see the other. Did this last time and it looked loads neater. So you just knock your trim on over both skins. Got a nylon hammer. If you've not got a nylon hammer, just use a normal hammer. Just wrap a rag around the end of it. You don't want to be hitting it with a metal surface really, because you'll put dinks in it. Work that on all the way around and then prep your window. So as you can see, I've gone round with the alcohol white, worked it down, and then I've made a complete bead of the black primer all the way around, let it dry, and that's where I'll put my adhesive. Do the same on the window now. See, I've got my window laid out on a couple of trestles. It's the best thing to do. Don't do it on the floor, you're going to kneel on it and wreck it or break it or something. So I'll get the alcohol wipe now. I'll wipe all around the edge of the window, and I'll do the same again with the black primer around the window, and that gives us a key to stick to. Right, so you can see I've gone all the way around, wiped it down with the wipe, and I've gone all the way around with the primer just to actuate the glass. Is actuate a word? Aggravate this black stuff that's on the glass, so it basically sticks, gives it a key to stick to with the glue. So we've loaded some of the glue in the gun. We'll wait for this primer to dry, we'll go around with the glue, we'll stick the window on, pack it up, tape it up, job should be a good one. Right, so we put a bead of the mastic, the actual glue, all the way around the outside, over the top of where we painted the primer, and then basically drop the window in. And we've packed it up, a bit of cardboard, got plenty of tape on, pushed it down flat, Made sure the seam up there is even, and make sure it lines up with the seam in the van. Right, so we're doing the second window now. We've primed around the outside to give the adhesive a key to stick to. Done the window the same. Can't quite see, you can just see it there. I've just gone around the outside all the way around. Again, I've got me piece of glass on something soft on 2 trestles while I'm working on it. And now we'll get the mastic round and place the window in. So, just drop the last one in. Taped it up. Let it go off now. Get onto the back ones and the back quarter. Right, so we've got some windows for in the back quarter as well for that go above the bed. They're like a long, thin pillar box type window. So, as you can see, marked it out, put loads of masking tape around so we don't scratch the panel here, because obviously with those windows the whole panel's covered. With these it's not, so the last thing we want is scratches. Marked it up, plenty of tape. Got the drill, jigsaw, drill it through, cut it out, measured it about 30 times, that's why there's loads of tape on and loads of marks, just to make sure that it's right, because the last thing you want is it to be wrong on this panel. Otherwise you put in one of those windows to cover the whole thing. Paint a bit of this, well, it's just like a primer around the edge of the metal where it's exposed, stop it rusting. Go off now and we'll fix the back plate. That's that. Get the plate fitted after we've insulated. Obviously be careful driving around with it like that because it's only just stuck in, no plate on the back. Alright folks, that was the windows. If you do want to see any more of the videos in the series that we're going to do, like and subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications. We will be doing, I have recorded quite a lot of this build, so I'll be doing quite a lot of the bits that we've done, going through it. And then obviously right at the end we will do a full van tour. Hope you like the video. If there's anything that you see that I've done wrong, don't hesitate, let me know, because like I say, I'm not a professional van builder. I am just a carpenter enjoying a builder. I do this in my spare time for fun, just passing things on to people that want to be able to do this basically. Like and subscribe people, see you later, bye.